One of my new hobbies that I really want to get into is bullet journaling. It's New Year's Eve. I've pulled this out from the depths of my wardrobe. Just waiting on neighbours and friends to arrive now. Look who's here, it's Will!
Videoing.
And we're doing our traditional beach walk today. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am looking slightly drenched because we have just gotten in from a family walk. We're in that weird period now where it's kind of between Christmas and New Year and you're kind of just floating around and have no concept of time. And yeah, I'm taking it very, very chill. Oh my god, this is starting to fog up. Just like lots of watching films together, going on family walks and journaling and reading and all of the nice chill hobbies I love to do but don't normally get a lot of time to do. I really can't see, I'm gonna have to take these off. So we have just got back from a walk. I did film a little bit of it but not too much, so hopefully I can slot those clips in just after this one, which is a bit back to front, but bear with me, I'm getting back into the swing of vlogging because I didn't really do a lot throughout Christmas. I was just enjoying a lot of time with my family and being immersed in the moment. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and spent lots of time with family and did things you enjoyed and ate lots of good food and went on lots of good walks and everything about Christmas I hope you got to do. Watched all the Christmas films and relaxed, most importantly. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to think if I need to update you on anything, but as I've said, it's that weird period when I'm kind of like doing nothing. But I figured it would be a good time to pick up my camera and vlog, show you some of the cute and cozy things that I'm getting up to. I'm powering on, trying to meet my reading target of the year. I set myself a target of 30 books, which I know isn't a lot by booktuber standards, but it's a lot for me because I have a very, very busy life and I work a 9-to-5 job and I'm running around London all the time normally, so I kind of fit in reading where I can. I've just finished book 27 this morning, so I don't think I'm going to hit that target of 30, but I think 27 is a good goal considering there are 52 weeks in the year, so I think that's a relatively decent target, roughly a book every 2 weeks, which I'm quite happy with personally. I'm starting to look quite rosy. I'm going to take my coat off now because I'm absolutely sweating in this scarf and coat now. I've come into this heating filled house and yeah, I'll insert the clips of my walk now. It was lovely and sunny this morning and just our luck as we decided to head out, it started absolutely chucking it down. I think we've made most of the walk without the rain. It's just starting to come down now, but at least it's nice and fresh, slightly chilly but fresh, and yeah, clearing the cobwebs before the new year. I also just wanted to quickly show you the lovely coat that my parents gifted me for Christmas very kindly. I am so in love with it. It's from Zara. And it is so cozy and so warm. It feels like I'm literally wearing a duvet when I go out, but it's perfect for this freezing cold northern weather that we're having at the moment and all that rain and all that snow. Yeah, super snug. And also this tracksuit set, which I adore. I don't look very flattering in it, but it is very warm and cozy and comfy. And also these socks, which are the warmest socks I've ever worn in my entire life. I think they're like, I don't know, I was going to say llama wool, but I don't think they are llama wool. I can't think what they are, but very, very cozy and warm. So yeah, all wrapped up now that I'm back home in Newcastle for the Christmas. Whilst I am on the topic of Christmas gifts, I just want to show you this gorgeous diffuser my parents also got me for Christmas. It is from Oliver Bonus. It's this gorgeous sage green colour. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there is like steam coming off, but it's so pretty. The colors change. They got me a pack of oils. One is chamomile and lavender, I think, and the other one is rose water or something, which I think is in there at the minute, but it smells so nice and is so therapeutic and soothing, especially when I'm trying to sleep. You can set the timer, if I just go in a bit closer, so you can set it to half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours or 3 hours, and you can also change the light setting. At the minute I've got it so it fades in and out different colours, but it has white and like a reddy pink I think that's, oh, blue, you can't really see it, it's not really picking it up that well on the camera. Green, purple, again the camera isn't really picking up the colour that well, but I quite like it on the either the white setting or the setting that fades in and out. But what a lovely gift idea. I'm not so sure this lighting is all that great, but I don't want to put my big light on because I currently have my diffuser on and I'm sitting at my desk and chilling and being reflective and wanted my room to feel cozy, so you're gonna have to deal with this weird lighting setup as I chat. I hope it's not too bad. I feel like it's drawing a lot of attention to this big spot I have on my chin, which I've just made even more obvious by pointing it out, but here we are. Yeah, what was I saying? I am sat at my desk. I am reflecting on the year that's just been and the year ahead, because we are in that weird time approaching New Year where we start thinking about New Year's resolutions and goals and, you know, what does the future hold. I'm not a big fan of like big transformative goals at New Year because I really feel like I don't want to be in a position where I'm like, oh, let's throw my life up and change it, because I think you can make change whenever you want, and if you want to make such a huge change, then go ahead and do it and don't wait to the new year. But that said, I do like to see New Year as like a reframing sort of time and reevaluate, make small changes to make my life healthier and happier, and reflect on the learnings from the year just gone and what I want to take with me into the year ahead. So with that said, one of my new hobbies that I really want to get into is bullet journaling. Every year I seem to pick a new hobby to take up. I've done scrapbooking, jewellery making, vlogging, running, and this year I really wanted it to be bullet journaling. I've been putting it off for years because I just didn't know where to start. So the big first step for me was buying a bullet journal, buying some fine liners, and I treated myself to I'm going to try and pick these up and they might go everywhere, to I've got I think it's a 50 pack of Crayola Super Tips. So I'm preparing to do it for the new year, and I think it's a really good time to start because it's kind of like a diary, so, well, you can keep it like a diary, you can do it however you want. So it's a good time to start as we're starting a new year, but also thinking about how I like to see New Year's resolutions as small tweaks to improve your life. I thought this would be a really good way of doing that because I can plan out my spreads and I want it to be about healthy mindset, positivity, reflecting, things like morning intentions and evening reflections, and just generally writing about how I feel, because I think I've had a really tough year this year with lots of big changes, and it would be good just to get some of those thoughts down on paper. So I have started filling it in already. Like I write it out in pencil first and then go over with my fine liners and my coloured pens. And the other thing that was kind of putting me off doing it was I am such a perfectionist and I wanted to research all the different spreads I could do and all the different designs and get it perfect, and I've realised that that's something I kind of need to overcome as well, and that's probably why it's a good reason to start one of these, to actually just jump straight in, make mistakes and try again, and, you know, doodle around the mistakes, which I've already done, and just like try and fight that perfectionism as well. So it's definitely appealing to a creative side of my personality that's there as well. I used to do scrapbooking and I felt like there was a gap. Now that I live in London, all my scrapbooking stuff isn't there, so this is a new hobby I want to pick up. I'm going to get on with my cozy evening in planning my bullet journal spreads, and I might film a little time lapse as I do it so you guys can see what I'm doing and how I'm preparing to tackle New Year and my New Year's resolutions. My My chill week is still very much in full swing. It is a very, very miserable day today. I had a terrible sleep last night because it was just so windy. It felt like the house was going to blow away. Like, I was genuinely quite frightened. It was very, very windy. And I live on a river and the trees can often come down on the riverbank and fall into the river. So I did expect to see a lot of fallen trees in the river this morning, but luckily nothing did fall. I'm just trying to have a look out the window now, but it looks fine. Just had a cup of tea and cake with my mum. We're having a bit of a clearing day in our house at the minute. Just like clearing out old cupboards, preparing for the new year, I guess, making more space and things. Anyway, that is my day to day. I'll vlog if I get up to anything interesting, but it is just a cozy one. But I love watching these kind of vlogs. I like it when people are just doing normal things, and I love the cozy vibes of it all, so I hope you enjoy. I'm just going to show you how aggressive the river is today. That's the bridge outside of my window, and this is the river. It's so murky and muddy, and yeah, it's flowing quite aggressively because of the downpour. You can see our Christmas decorations down here. They light up at night, they look really cute, but as you can see, it's a very grey and miserable day. The camera isn't even picking up how grey the sky looks right now, but yeah, it's very bleak. As a little treat to myself, I bought a new laptop. I actually bought this pre-Christmas and then picked it up after Christmas from me. I never do impulse purchases, and I've had the same laptop for 5 years, so I decided to get this new Samsung Galaxy Pro 360, Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360 or something. It's a touch screen. It comes with this pen, which I find so fascinating, and it's a tablet, and yeah, it's called 360 for a reason, because there we are, it folds. You can kind of, yeah, stand it like this or like an iPad style, and you can flip it so that it's not only horizontal but vertical, like portrait and landscape, and you can switch the settings. But I'm very, very happy with my purchase because yeah, it's been so long since I've had a new laptop, and I'm hoping it does have this video editing software here inbuilt, that it might be able to help me editing my videos. I don't know what this software is like yet. This is the program I normally use here, but yeah, I'm hoping this will help me with the video editing, so I can improve my YouTube for you all. So that's my really exciting little life update and treat to myself. Oh my goodness, everybody, it is New Year's Eve. That has just crept up on us all of a sudden. I don't know where it's come from. I have just been spending my morning filming a video. I don't know if you can see this. I have a very strange setup at the moment. I've got this little bench here that I was sat on. I have this light is what I was using for like a little bit more of like a ring light effect, and I have all these cables all down here that go all the way around the back of my bed and plug in down there, because I couldn't get the cable to stretch into the plug, and I needed multiple plugs for this setup. The things I do for YouTube, but yeah, this light was giving me a bit of a weird glow on my face, so I hope it looks okay in the video. I haven't actually looked at the footage yet. I might need to do a bit of editing wizardry to try and fix it, but I'm sure it'll be fine, and I'm sure you won't mind. Just bear with me. It's a bit weird working with a home setup when I don't have a proper ring light. I mean, I don't have a proper ring light anyway, but don't have my full tripod either, so I'm trying to prop up on random surfaces and use random benches and chairs and lights and plugs and anything to set up. Anyway, I'm rambling. It's New Year's Eve, and I have a lot of plans today. Potentially going out on a walk, but the weather is really grey and miserable. You can't really see it, but it's grey and miserable, and it's raining again, which is classic UK. I have just filmed my video, maybe going for a walk, and then tonight is when it's all going to kick off, because for the first time ever my parents have made plans for New Year's Eve. Normally we have a quiet one, we sit in the house, we watch the TV, we pour a bottle of bubbly, we pour a glass of bubbly, we cheers, we say Happy New Year, and we all go to bed, and it's normally quite quiet. But this year we've decided to go to a local restaurant with all of the neighbours. There's about 20 of us going. We're all going to have a big dinner together and then go to the pub, see the new year, and potentially all come back to our house and celebrate with nibbles and drinks and fun and music. And I am so excited. I love a party, I love a celebration, and I'm ready for 2022 to be done, to be honest. It's been a tiring year for me. It's been a year of change and hardship, but ready for 2023, ready to go in with a positive mindset. I've just filmed my New Year's resolutions video, so feeling in a good mindset for next year and in a good mood today. Will is coming over as well because he lives quite close to where I live, so he's gonna drive up, so big shout out to him for coming. And then that means I've got a little friend as well, rather than, you know, some neighbours that I don't know super well. I just think it's going to be a really, really good time, and I can't wait to see the new year in surrounded by the people I love. So that is my day. I'm going to go make some lunch now because I have some vegan pigs in blankets in the fridge that are calling my name. They taste so good, you wouldn't know that they were vegan, and I am very, very hungry. So see you in a bit. I am ready for our New Year's Eve celebrations. I'm feeling very glam. I'm wearing this orange and red and sort of black velvet jumpsuit, so it feels very in the spirit of New Year's Eve. Curled my hair, got some earrings in that I got for Christmas, and just waiting on neighbours and friends to arrive now. So yes, very excited, need to put my shoes on, and I'm gonna head downstairs and get a glass of Prosecco. And this is the final outfit for reference. As I said, it's like a velvet sort of texture. I got it so long ago. I literally think I was in like 6th form or something, and it's from New Look if I remember correctly. But as I said, trying to be a bit more sustainable with my fashion choices and rewear, upcycle, buy from charity shops and things. So I've pulled this out from the depths of my wardrobe, brushed off all the dust, and I'm wearing this for New Year's Eve this year.
Hello.
Look who's here, it's Will.
Wait, remember the last one? I came out and just did like nose the.
Yeah, you nose my camera.
Nose the camera.
Yeah, at least it's my phone, not my oh, here we go. Delicious. Thanks, Will.
Hey. Videoing.
Our very own smart will over to the centre. Let's go, Louise!
Happy New Year! And just like that, we are into 2023. Will and I are currently making, I was going to say breakfast, but it's literally 1:30 in the afternoon, so it's more like lunch. Feeling a bit worse for wear. A little bit sore head this morning, right, Will?
Yeah.
He's on the scrambled egg and toast, and I've had beans, scrambled egg, and vegan pigs in blankets. So that was my greasy breakfast of 2023, my first meal of the year. No, it was good. We saw in the new year in style. We sang Auld Lang Syne and cheered, and yeah, we did the whole countdown. It was a big new year. Normally we have quite a quiet one, so it was actually nice to have people over and celebrate. Went to bed quite late, so feeling very tired. I'm definitely gonna need a nap in the afternoon, but yeah, but yeah, yeah, it is the afternoon. But just like that, we've made it to 2023. Got any wise words for the year ahead, Will?
No.
Right, that's a good start.
Nothing.
Eat good breakfast, friends. Yeah, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna head, I'm gonna make a cup of tea or something. Watch your toast doesn't burn, by the way.
I'll put it in for 3 minutes, it shouldn't do.
It should be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go get freshened up as well because I feel like garbage, and then hopefully I can actually tackle this year with a little bit more energy and yeah, start the new year on a low so it can only go up from here. Right?
Oh, that's actually good.
That's a good way to start. Also, somebody very kindly gifted us this homemade panettone. It looks so tasty. I really like panettone, and we currently have a chocolate chip one in the cupboard, but I prefer fruit, so the fact that someone's brought this, I'm a very, very happy gal. I can't wait to get into it. Might have a bit of that with a cup of tea. If you're wondering why I look a lot more alive than I did in the last clip, that is because it is actually the next day. I know I planned on vlogging yesterday, but I was so tired from staying up so late on New Year's Eve into New Year's Day that I just needed a chill day in bed, watching Netflix, chilling. I think I fell asleep on the sofa at 8 p.m. and then slept all the way through until 8 the next day. I mean, I really needed to catch up on my sleep, so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to start again afresh tomorrow, meaning today, the 2nd of January, and this is technically my New Year's Day, I think. And we're doing our traditional beach walk today. Every year my family take my brother and I down to the beach on New Year's Day, and we do a nice fresh coastal walk. It's always absolutely freezing cold. It's going to be 2 degrees, but we always find it a really nice tradition to do because it's so refreshing, cool, blowing out the cobwebs, starting the new year afresh. So we love doing that, getting our fish and chips and maybe an ice cream if we're crazy enough on this very, very chilly, icy, frosty winter's day. Yeah, as I said, normally we would have done it yesterday, but I think everyone was a little bit tired from our New Year's Eve bash, which we don't normally do. We normally have a quiet one in, but I'm very glad we did do it. And yeah, I'll bring you along to the beach with me. I hope you all had a lovely New Year's Eve, and I hope you're all feeling mighty refreshed for the new year ahead in 2023. I also forgot to say that I woke up this morning at 8, as I said, and started off the day with a really good start. I did a little bit of a weights workout and then decided to head on a run. It's my first one back post-injury, just did a little 5k and it felt really good. Wasn't pushing the pace, was very, very, very slow, and really enjoyed it because the weather is so nice outside. It is actually very cold. I'm going to turn you around in a second. But basically, oh, if I can get this open. It's one of those days where it's really bright and sunny, but super icy. So I do have my thermals on for our walk. This is like your second clip outside of my window potentially in this vlog, I think. See, the sun makes it look like it's a glorious day, but it is in fact really icy down there. I nearly slipped on my run a few times, but one of those super fresh ones that it's really nice to be out and about walking in. See, if you look closely enough, you can see the condensation along the window panes. That's how you know it's cold. This morning this was completely fogged up when I woke up, looking very, very frosty. just got back in from our beach outing and it was so lovely and fresh, very mild and a lot warmer than I was expecting it to be. I think one is because I'm wearing this big new coat that I got for Christmas, which is lovely and snug and warm, and this scarf, but two, it was just a lot milder. Normally it's really icy this time of year. There have been some years where I've been super wrapped up and still cold, but I was fine without gloves and a hat today, so it must have been mild. When we got there, we went straight to get food, so I went for chips, which is my favourite. They didn't have a lot of veggie options, unfortunately, but I did snack up before I left because I kind of figured that would be the case. Going to a fish and chip shop on the quayside, I knew it was all going to be like fish and like smoky or like battered sausage, whatever you call it. So just had chips, and then by the time we came out, it was actually starting to get like a bit dusky and dark, and we did more of a nighttime sort of walk along the beach. Or yeah, it was very dark, not very well lit, but it was like a lovely purple sky and the moon was super bright, so that was actually quite nice, and the beach was a lot quieter. Yeah, we all had a really good time, and I think I'm going to close this vlog out here. I hope you've enjoyed spending these weird few days in between Christmas and New Year with me. By the time this goes up on my channel, it's going to be so far from Christmas, so you're going to be like, why are you still talking about Christmas? But at the time of filming, it still feels like we're in that Christmas New Year bubble. I'm back to work tomorrow, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have a bit of an early night, and I hope you all have a wonderful 2023. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.